And after they do that, a tiny new human will grow inside the woman's body for 9 months, and then it will come out and start its own life.
What, come out the same hole as the man put his,
Yes.
That whole system is an amazing idea. Two people come together in an act of love and create a new life. That's just great, man.
Oh, look, Lucifer, it's nice of you to say that, but why won't you,
What?
well, worship me? Just a little bit.
Oh, not this again. Look, you designed me with free will.
Yeah, but you don't have to keep using it. You know how much I want worship.
Get over it, man.
Oh, you never obey me. You never thank me for existing. You never sing songs about my inherent properties.
Calm down, man. Calm down. Those humans will worship you, don't you think?
Well, they bloody well better. I mean, yes. When they notice the incredibly intelligent things in my design, they won't possibly miss seeing my hand in it all and how incredible I am, so I guess
Oh, yeah? Like what? Tell me.
Well, one thing is that I designed their bodies to only be able to survive in a watery environment rich in oxygen, right?
Yeah.
And I'm so wise that I'm actually going to provide an environment with water and oxygen for them to live in.
Huh?
Yeah, it's pretty much the best piece of evidence for my existence that I'm actually going to leave them. Or how about this? See, their bodies are specifically designed to constantly need fuel, right? In the form of food, or else they'd die. And I'm going to provide some of them with adequate food some of the time.
And you think they'll worship you for that?
Of course! The ones who don't starve or freeze to death will.
Yeah, well, if you design them gullible enough, they'll worship you for that, I suppose.
What do you mean?
Oh, never mind. But look here, who would you rather have worship you, them or me?
Why do I suddenly get the feeling you're trying to trick me?
Well, look, I won't lie. I want to screw around with your design. And if you
No
let
way.
me...
I need them to realise they're intelligently designed, because pretty much the only other indication of my existence is going to be a weird book full of fallacies and contradictions. So I can't afford to have my designs messed up. They have to be spot on.
Oh, come on, come on. I know how much you want me to worship you. If you let me mess around with your design just a little bit, I'll give you some praise and adoration.
Oh, you will? What do you want to do to them?
Well, this very clever reproductive system you've come up with. Instead of the man making 1 sperm cell per month like you designed, I want him to make 100 sperm cells per month.
What? 100 potential babies a month? It's a bit excessive, isn't it?
Hey, I told you, I want to mess around with your design, make it a bit unintelligent.
But I've designed them to make 1 sperm per month, in perfect harmony with the women's bodies.
Yeah, but I'll beg and grovel to you on my knees for a while if you let me do it. Ooh, you like that, eh? Wait, I want to raise it to 1,000 sperm cells per month.
What? No!
And I'll beg and grovel, plus I'll sing a song about you existing.
Oh, I love being reminded that I exist.
Hey, I've got an idea. Let's play poker for it.
Poker?
Yeah, Texas Hold'em. You're playing for my worship, and I'm playing to be allowed to mess around with your design of the human reproductive system.
Okay, shuffle up and deal.
So the blinds are in. 1,000 sperm cells per month from you, and begging and groveling plus a song from me.
Right, let's go.
Okay, your action.
I check.
I'm gonna bet. I want to put a flap of skin over the end of the man's appendage.
But I don't want there to be a flap of skin over the end of his thing. I mean, I really, really don't want there to be a flap of skin over the end of his thing. That sounds abominable!
I know you don't. That's why I want it. You can just fold if you want to quit.
Oh, I can't imagine anything as ungodly as a disgusting, deplorable, offensive piece of skin covering the end of his...
But if you win, I'll say nice things about your name and your word.
Ooh, like what?
I'll say that it's hallowed.
Oh, I'd love for my name to be hallowed. I'll call, but only if I'm allowed to order them to chop off this horrible piece of skin later on if you win.
So if I win, you're going to design them with this piece of skin and then order them to cut it off. And still want to be considered an intelligent designer. That's hilarious. I call.
Oh, shut up. Just turn over the cards so I can beat you. Okay, my turn?
Yep.
Right. I want a performance of Our God is an Awesome God.
Ooh, big bet. You must be confident, eh? But I re-raise you. You can have that, but if I win, I want men making 1,000 sperm per day.
That's insane. They'd need 2 testicles instead of 1.
Well, that's my bet. Call or fold. And if you win, I'll kill a goat for you.
Oh, really? I re-raise.
Ooh.
After you kill the goat, you have to splash its blood around and then burn it.
Okay then, I'll see that and I'll re-raise. If I win, You have to make human bodies capable of sexual reproduction by around 13 or 14 years of age.
You want kids going around capable of making babies? That is so obviously unintelligent. I designed them to reach sexual maturity at around 25 years old, when they're mature and intelligent enough to be responsible for raising children.
No, wait, I want more. Sexually mature in their early teens and 10,000 sperm a day.
10,000 per day? The testicles will run too hot. It's physically impossible.
Well, that's my bet. If you want the worship, you'll have to design that in somehow, either cool or fold.
I'd have to actually put them outside the body somehow to keep them cool enough.
Okay, if I win, they have to dangle outside the body in an ugly, hairy bag made from chicken skin.
That would look terrible.
But if you win, when I talk to you, instead of saying the word you, I'll say thee and thou.
Oh, that's just exactly what I want people to do. It's just so meaningful and appropriate.
Yeah, and I'll use words like beseech and unto.
Oh, how about shalt?
Yeah, I'll say shalt too.
Okay, I call. Next card. Yeah, look, I don't think you can beat me from here. So, I bet hours and hours of the cheesiest, happy-clappy worship songs you can imagine.
Raise. Bump it up to 100,000 sperm a day just to make it more interesting.
What are you, mental? That will cause all this sexual energy in their bodies. Men might want to have sex like practically every day.
Imagine that.
Men might be left with a stronger sex drive than women. Why would I design that kind of imbalance?
Well, you better make sure you win the hand. Now, do you want me to worship you or not?
Yes. Yes, I call. Come on, let's see the last card. Come on, this is it. Okay, I check. Now keep it friendly.
I bet 1 million sperm per day. But if you win, everything about the natural world that isn't understood by unbiased scientific observation and analysis, I'll credit to you.
Re-raise. I want you to sing songs about me conquering death.
Hold on, didn't you invent death?
Well, yeah, in a kind of backdoor way, so as to not be directly responsible for it, yeah.
What, you're going to invent it and then conquer it?
Yes.
Gee, that'll be impressive. Re-raise. 10 million sperm per day, and you have to make sex a sin.
But I'm a god of love, and sex is the ultimate act of love between people. Why would I make sex a sin? I intend for people to use the sexual act as a way of coming together, of sharing and expressing
Yeah,
love.
and you have to make it a sin, or else you can just fold and I'll win.
But what are people going to think of me if I sanction war after 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 war and then tell them that they're not allowed to express love? I'm not going to make any friggin' sense as a god of love at all. Look, I'll only call if they're allowed to each choose one person that they can have sex with without it being a sin.
Okay, yeah, that'll be funny. All the men are walking around making 10 million sperm a day and busting for an opportunity to be relieved of them all, but they're only allowed to do it with one person for their whole life. That'll drive some of them crazy.
Oh, I wanted sex to be a free and open expression of love with as many people as you wanted to.
But first I'm re-raising it to 50 million sperm a day.
50 million sperm a day and it's a sin to spread it around. I'm an intelligent designer, not a friggin' sadist. And teenagers! You want teenagers trying to figure life out full of 50 million sperm a day! Not to mention with disgusting skin on the end of their things and ugly bags dangling around with... Oh, this is a friggin' nightmare scenario!
Oh, come on, quit your whining. Do you call or fold?
Well, I call. But only because I'm sure I've got you anyway. Like, what am I worried about? Your ridiculous plans don't even matter because I win. Here it is. Top pair. I am the king of kings. On your knees.
Sorry, buddy. 3 of a kind beats a pair. 6, 6, 6. Sexually mature in their early teens. 50 million sperm a day. And a foreskin that you can't stand. Intelligent designer. And the ultimate act of love is a sin.
I demand a rematch.
Are you serious? Okay, let's play for the female reproductive system this time. By the time I'm through with you, I'll have them, I don't know, bleeding out of it or something.
What? Bleeding?
Yeah, and I'll get you to make pregnancy involuntary and childbirth practically deadly. Your deal. I had no idea that you would suck so badly at this.
Shut up.
A pair of kings. What did you think I had? You must have realised I'd hit something on the flop.
Shut up.
How could you have missed that, man?
Shut up.
I really need to teach you how to play.